It's you. How about you? Well, what are you gonna? You just start talking. All right, guys, ladies.
Thank you, everyone, for showing up this afternoon. I want to thank Jay for asking the press to come down so we can make this announcement, which is 2 years in the works. On behalf of my wife, Monica, and my grandson, Jesse, who's sitting here, and my whole family, I want to thank the press over the last 2 years for supporting my situation, getting me a lot of visibility. I want to thank Jeff Wilpont, who's given me the vehicle here at the ballpark to allow the press to come in and interview me, and it was very nice of Jeff and his father, Fred, and it feels good to be in the good graces of the Mets, and it's been the only club I know for the last 60 years, since 1962, so it's been a long time I've been in the family, so it's been great, but it's been a marathon the last 2 years for myself. We've been very fortunate to get great news from the hospital. I do have a kidney that's going to be selected for myself. I'm going in for surgery on May 7th. It's, we feel, a perfect match. They say it's a perfect match, the same blood work as myself. Everything seems to be a go. We've done enough blood work and we've spun enough blood, and we're set to go. I'm going in Thursday again for some more work, pre-op, and that's it. So spring training is going to be over for me, and hopefully we can make a comeback starting the 7th of May, I guess. That's the day of the surgery. So I want to thank the press. They were great. I had plenty of people calling me and asking me about it, and you know, certainly I want to thank everyone, because you can't thank enough people for the support and the feelings that you get. New York's the greatest town in the world to be in, play in, and without your family and your friends, you know, I wouldn't be fortunate enough to get a kidney. So we're looking forward for that day, and you know, I haven't met the donor yet. That might come up in the next couple of days, but right now I can't give you that information, whether he's a Yankee fan or a Met fan or whatever. But we understand, you know, we probably will get to that point. So if anyone has any questions, I mean, I'll take them and we'll go from whatever you want.
And I know it was a really long trip for you, long journey to get this kidney. Was there ever a point where you were concerned that maybe it wouldn't happen?
Well, I was always positive. I think that's what kept me so strong. And my kidney doctor, Dr. Cohn, he says to me, it's amazing how good you look. You shouldn't look that good, and you shouldn't feel that good. And I did. I kept a positive frame. Maybe that's from being an athlete. I think, you know, the kidney doctor that's going to do the surgery, he says that's one of the good things that you have going, being an athlete. You know, your system is a little stronger than the average person, so you're feeling pretty good. But I never got depressed. My wife did. Up until the time that we got the information, my wife was starting to get depressed 2 weeks ago. She really started to break down and say, well, it's never going to happen. And you never know. I mean, you know, when you're asking somebody for an organ, you never know who's going to volunteer that. And she broke down in my car, and I said to her, you got to be positive. I'm trying to be positive. You get sick, it's not going to help me. And one thing after another, and I said, like, you know, I've got to stay strong. She left my car, went into my house. 10 minutes later, the phone rang. and the hospital was calling saying they had a kidney for me. So I put my wife on the phone, and it was like a miracle. But that 10 minutes was our lowest point, and it was just, so you gotta, you gotta believe all the time. And that's what I kept telling her, you gotta stay positive. So I was never down. I always thought they could find something for me. We've done enough publicity. Like I said, I've had so many people write stories about me. I was on the news. I was front page, back page. Most of the time it's either making an out or getting a base hit or something, but here it's looking for an organ, But the one positive thing about the whole situation is I think we're able to help a lot of people. The visibility that I got for organ donation has been great. Both hospitals I work for, who was working with me, Hackensack and Stony Brook, complimented on the amount of calls they had and the visibility they had for their programs. So it's going to help a lot of people that were out there plugging organ donation, which is important for everybody. Yes.
Are there any more details you can go into about your work with Hackensack?
Well, not really. I mean, my procedure is going to be done over at Stony Brook on May 7th. Dr. Darris, he's done 1,500 surgeries. It's kind of routine for him, he says. It doesn't seem routine to myself. I'll be in the hospital for 5 days. It's a 3.5-hour operation. I'm going to wind up at the end of the procedure with 3 kidneys. What happens is the 2 that I have are not going to be taken out. They shrink in non-usage, and the extra kidney that I get, the new kidney will be put in, and I have a big enough cavity to be able to hold it. So the others shrink up, and it's not a big deal. So I really think, he said to me, that the sutures, et cetera, and everything else is going to be less than normal. If they were taking it out, you'd have more things to heal. So it shouldn't be that tough a procedure. They've come a long ways in the last 20 years, so, they're very positive about it. Yes?
And we know a lot about cardiac health. It's to eat but not to eat. When it comes to nephrology, kidney health, we don't seem to know as much except drink water. Is there any tips that you could pass on about maintaining kidney health?
Well, I'm not a good patient. I've been a diabetic for 35 years, 38 years. No, it's a diet. It's a strict diet. It's a special diet that they put you on, really. I mean, but I think afterwards they're really going to watch you a lot more closely to make my numbers. Right now, I've got a lot of pre-medication, and they've got some anti-rejection drugs, but no, I don't really know. You can't have a lot of bananas and stuff, a lot of potassium and stuff like that, But anyway, yes.
What would it mean to you to be able to partake in the festivities at the end of June, knowing that there's kind of wait?
Well, the doctor did tell me I'll be fine by that time. He assured me, but that's the last thing you're worried about. I've been fortunate to feel good for the last couple of months, and I've been thinking about, Jay's event, which he has in June. And, but when a kidney comes up, you have to take it. I mean, when it comes, you're not going to worry about whether you can make it to the event. I send my wife, that's all. She'll fill in. Well, my roommate, Ronnie Sabota, who's nice enough to be here, he's come in from he's writing a book, by the way, Ronnie writing a book, so we have, a lot of good things happen to the guys. Willie Martinez is another good teammate of mine, is here, and he's just getting over a little procedure in the other hospital that I was involved in, Hackensack Hospital, so he looks great. And hopefully we wish him the best also. So as you get older, every day is a new day. You get up, it's one day at a time, and you count your blessings, I guess. So I'm glad that we're here talking to you people on a positive vein anyway. Yes.
And you said that you don't know if the donor is a Yankee or Mets. You don't know about the doctor you'll be working
Dr. Darris, he seems to be a Met fan. I hope so. Anyway, he's pretty positive, you know, out in Stony Brook. You know, it's a teaching hospital, and that's all he does is kidneys. Like he said to me, I've done 1,500 of them, Ed, so you're in pretty good hands. He's got better hands than I do, I have. Hope, anyway.
Any last one, everybody? All right, thanks, Ed.
Thanks very much. That's all we have to say. Oh, yeah, I forgot Howie Rose, too, was great on the air. Howie gave me a lot of publicity here, Howie. Thank you. I don't want to forget you. Yeah.